Yo, good morning, Rimworld. We are going to be hopefully surviving another round. Hope everybody's fine. This is episode 5 of my Mages Only conduct run in Rimworld of Magic. So, let's have some fun. We are going to... Well, I really don't know how this one will go. Last episode, at the end of the last episode, I have fetched Earl, a new empath. Our colony now has freaking 2 empaths. And while I was first thinking like, yay, now I got somebody for the mind killer business and somebody for the passion harvesting business, I was reconsidering. Because I realized that actually I'll have 2 mind killer people. Because, well, this is 500 thread, everything I think should be totally optimized towards battle readiness, and therefore it would be cool to harvest passions from the enemies and slap them onto your people. I have seen situations where, you know, the entire effing colony was on all passion. My wife did that. It was quite impressive. You can do a lot of shenanigans with empaths, but I'm not down that road. We need to survive. Therefore, 2 people with a maxed out mind killer, I think that's a great thing against every humanoid enemy. What this colony is suffering from, though, is a real shortage of damage versus mechanoids. We have a new upgrade in this regard too, though, because I was able to assign a void speaker, or however they're called. Now I can summon elemental defenders, which is badass. I can now create a friendly elemental rift event, which is kick-ass. Ai there. I'm so glad to see you. I really was also thinking I'm doing this also for you, because you were asking lately for another Rimworld stream, and, you know, the week has now begun, and I'm happy to see you folks again. Alright, so, tough. We're in a tough spot. I got 750 steel, which is awesome. Let's see. I should be now also able to give magical gifts to people, so connection to target, blah, bestow the spark of magic. Exactly, that's what we need. So Hailsham is now worthy of being sparked with magic. Sounds a little bit rough, doesn't it? It's a coin flip, whether we'll make it or not, but you should always take that coin flip while it's off cooldown. Success! Awesome. Does this also give... no, we discovered the location of an ancient complex. Okay. Not really what I wanted, but my rituals are randomly chosen, so don't ask. So I got magically gifted on this pawn now, and how did that work again? Oh no, that's the severing thing. Enlightenment of magic. I think this... The gifted trait needs to be inspired. Exactly. This dude can now have an inspiration for a random magic class. So, pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. So from this point on, our colony should slowly transform into mages only. And speaking about mages only, conversion ritual has a couple of days cooldown, so I'm tempted to imprison Aliniki to convert her real quickly, you know. Imprisonment for a quick conversion scheme. But it doesn't... Usually I'm not that much of a pressure. Okay. I'm just checking my resource availability. You know what? We're going to make some wooden flooring for the dining room, because that's a room where people spend a lot of time, and it's a rustic rug. Just Why is it so blue? Whatever. People are spending a lot of time in this room. Wood is very available, and I don't give a crap about this room burning down, or the interior, you know. Whatever is in this room is so easily replaceable, so if it should burn down, it should burn down, no problem. Earl. So we'll have to stockpile a couple of skill points to get more mind killer points on him, because that's just way too cool to not utilize that. With 2 mind killer pawns, it'll be hard for the enemy to get close on us. Although the problem is, as far as I know, I mean, let's see. Hostile pawns to go berserk. There's no word that it's not working against mechanoids, but to some degree I'd be, well, we'll have to try that out. As soon as I have a opportunity, I really want to try out if I can actually berserk also mechanoids. It doesn't say that it doesn't work against mechanoids, so I'll have to try it. Although I don't think it will work. I don't think so. Now that dining room is at least somewhat impressive. I like it when the rooms aren't downers anymore. A slight neutral positive. It's really good when you're hitting that standard. On this difficulty level, the situation is all in all a little bit more rough on us, because I don't want to have too much beauty, because I don't know if that's if that's not true. Correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I know, the storyteller sends raiders also according to the beauty of your city. Maybe that's wrong. I'm not sure. I do know that wealth is one metric, but I always felt like legendary items and extreme beauty ratings summoned a lot of more enemies than I'm used to. That's all I can say. Probably not true though. Who knows? So such things are really hard to prove or to fact proof without going into the code. You basically have to read the code to find out if that's a point or not, but maybe somebody knows here. Alright, 3 colonists are idle. I dislike that. So we'll put... Oh, we're going to flick the switch on that thing again. And I want to have some parkas. And you know what? We're also going to make us some pants and button-down shirts. Just put something here on the tab so my dudes can exchange their clothing a bit. Using Scribble Table, you can create a book to note down class secrets. We should consider that. Thanks for that pointer. Right now I am researching mostly technologies outside of the magic box here, because I think... Does this come without? Let's see. I don't think I have access to that yet. Correct me if I'm wrong, please, and tell me where. I only made a guide about Rimworld of Magic, but who cares? Paper making table, okay. Paper making table, alright. When you don't get your mods straight anymore. Rimrider. Okay. Why do I have Rimrider installed? I can't remember anymore. I merely borrowed this mod list from the Golemancer run that I did, yeah. So, Mind Killer. Gotta have 2 of these, man. Gotta have 2 of these. We're going to be able to make such cruel moves on our enemies. Okay, so yeah, we're fetching up stuff, and how about training our mages a little bit further? So Earl, Suffocation, that was the very important thing. Yeah, this is, I think, the most important upgrade on this skill whatsoever, because you really don't want your empath to berserk your own dudes, you know. Alright. Hunting, Rimworld of Magic style, the druid goes outside and poisons some enemies that we weirdly enough can still eat. Rimworld of Magic Hunting Part 2. The fire mage goes outside and fries the squirrel with a firebolt. It's tasty. Sadly, it's still raw. Why? I do not know. Research magic. Ash, hi there. Thanks for the pointer. So, scribing. Ah, yeah, scribing. We would need cloth for that, though. Now I know where you're pointing. Well, not yet. Survival first. I think there's a high chance that we'll have to relocate on another tile before I can use that. Right now, I really want the bridge technologies, because they... If I'll be able to go to another tile, I'll be able to survive a lot longer on various biomes by being able to create bridges how I see fit, you know? No thanks. Not for an L-Tex skullcap. Well, the tech print was quite good. Alright, thanks Ash. Enjoy coding, man. I'm enjoying some Darjeeling. Alright, Earl doesn't have a ranged weapon. Let's change that. Here, you can have a rifle. I like bolt action rifles. They are maybe not the best items, but I really do like them for what they are worth. High range weapons with a decent damage, and even a decent armor punch through. That's the most interesting part about these. You have an armor penetration of 27%. Pretty big. To give you a comparison, a revolver comes with 18. I think the hand cannon was also pretty good. That's why I like hand cannons. Didn't I? Ah, here. A combat handgun, 15. So these weapons are actually pretty decent against armored people too. One little fact that for a long time I overlooked. That's all I can say. Okay, so we should do more Rimworld of Magic style hunting, shouldn't we? Let's see. West has another level. So I maxed out the inner fire level. Let's max out the inner fire efficiency too. I really want more mana on my fire mage. I already have the fireball as the main spell. I feel like if I have fireball, there's not really much room for fire claw mana-wise, so I'll rather focus now onto fireball and firebolt. Probably should put up the mana efficiency on the firebolt too, but I'll start out with the inner fire cost efficiency. So there we go. There is a squirrel. Is there any type of herd animal? Buffaloes. Alright. Guys, it's hunting time. Oh, I have to change something about that. This is really bad. So we're going to make it like that. If my dudes every time have the urge to run through my track corridor, that's a recipe for disaster. So instead, we're going to make a side exit for dummies, so they don't do stupid things when they want to exit towards this flank. Thanks, guys. Alright, so herd hunting starts always with Kenneth's gonna start to hurt himself. And a random shout out here in between. I'd be deeply appreciating your guys' support because, you know, free content and all, YouTube doesn't pay that well. There's links in the description box, and I'd be delighted if you check them out, and I won't bother you with any further advertisement whatsoever. Thanks for listening. Alright, we're gonna rent these guys, and then we're going to run away. That's the typical approach when Kenneth goes hunting. So I always take that also as an excuse to slap on a regeneration spell. So the third one actually didn't go manhunting. Crazy. Alright, so I think the rest of them can be just gunned down. Alright, Rimworld of Magic hunting style. I love these. They're so much fun, you know. Alright, so we're not done yet. Kenneth is all still in motion. He's all souped up. So blood for blood, we'll heal him. We'll also drive the Muffalo crazy, but that's more shooting practice for the other folks. You know, Kenneth has a little bit of a more difficult skill set to train, but that's okay. What's the cooldown of the Elemental Defender's spell? It's several days, as far as I know. It's like, just like the other leader skills in that come with ideology, where you have to, what's it called again? Wait a couple of days before you can use them again, like the conversion skill of the priest, and you know what I mean. All these things. So, you know, somebody had to finish it off. So Earl, you're the new guy. You get to fight this fire, you get to fight that fire, and you get to hold the Muffalo. Cool jobs, huh? Alrighty, so... Brash has another level. Wonderful. That's a Mike stat mind killer. So I'm going to go for empathy next. And suppressive aura will be one thing to go for as well. I really do enjoy the empaths for what they bring in terms of mood resilience. That's so OP. Like, a bard would have been comparable, because bards are just like... You're immune against bad mood with a bard in the colony. But the empaths offer a little bit more than that by giving you the ability to mind killer people. So, the Black Tiger Brio are attacking us. That sucks. But, let's see. Melee. 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 3 parties, though. Let's have some fun. That's going to be awesome. Alright. So, the first party... Are they prepare us, or are... Oh, they were attacked immediately. Okay, we'll have to get ourselves up here. So... I'll have to put Brash into this spot here. This is going to be so much fun. I hope this works as I think it works, but at the last raid I noticed something that I didn't know before. Whack! Welcome to Mount Twackington. So the first wave of dudes, I don't think they'll make it through the crazy tunnel. So, yeah. The first party is already fleeing. Alrighty. Does 2 empaths suppressive aura skill stack? I didn't try, to be honest. We can try, though, later. Okay, so let's be careful. There's still traps left, so I really don't think we'll have to go too ham on these. There's a lot of dudes incoming now. Not too worried yet, not too worried yet, not too worried yet, don't want to act yet. It's too early. First, the next squad is fleeing. Oh my god! Did you see that range? It really triggered back in... Okay, we are pretty safe now, you know. They'll have a battle royale, and whoever is going to survive that, I'm going to finish off there. Kappa, hi there. Empaths are nice, but kind of overpowered, like most things in Rimworld of Magic. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Mind Killer is just outright stupid. Like, It's so damn broken, and Kappa is absolutely right about that. They are an ultimate counter. The only problem you really have to have a spot where you can sneak your empaths close to that. But you saw that this skill works through the wall, and basically it's put them down where that sandstone chunks at, and so dead people. That's why I made a 500 threat series out of that. Because otherwise, you know, if you really utilize your Rimworld of Magic skills, it's just outright boring, you know. It's just outright boring. This, though, you know, the cool part about all that is our enemies have the same skills as we do. That means any type of mage can explode cruel, absolutely cruel in your face. You have to respect that. You have to play around the fact that enemy mages are the most deadly thing that can come up against you, and the easiest way to counter that is, yeah, stuff like you saw there. Mind Killer, extremely potent because it's just making those folks attack each other and not use their skills anymore. So here we go. What a bison. Grabbing his mana potion and thinking you can leave. Berserk Skura wants to have a word with you. There we go. Wow. What a... Oh, what a dude, eh? Get out of my way. So here. Enjoy some poison to go, man. You won't make it far. I bet. Oh, Berserk Cobra wants to have a talk with Bison too. What is the matter with this guy, though? Why is he so damn resilient? Is he high? Ah, yeah. High on Yayo. High on Goju's. Luciferium. Quite the guy. Quite the guy. He must have jumped right out of Street Fighter 2. You can do your empath a favor and teach them Blink and cantrips. I knew about the blink, I didn't think about the invis. Great job, man. So I don't think I'm suddenly not sure anymore if the poison on Bison will actually stop him. Should we let him escape so Street Fighter, I don't know, 3000 part 3000 can occur? So he's now downed. He'll stand back up. We'll have to finish him off. He's like a troll. We don't finish him off, he'll regenerate up. Cannot finish off. Melee skill 6 required. Okay, Helshin. Kick him. You have my full allowance. It's only... I want those mana potions. Well, I'm not invincible, Aikishi. I wish I would be, but no. I'm pretty sure the game can think of something to ruin my day. Body Maru. If I've learned one thing, there's always some weird thing killing me off from an angle that I didn't see coming. Do we seriously have nobody to finish off people? My goodness, what a bunch of noobs. Kicker. There we go. The Thin Gratin has to die. Spirit Chief died of the Stenlior dynasty. Okay. Okay. So, if I see that correctly, I see a real chance of surviving indefinitely on 500 threat, though, on this Rimworld of Magic setting. Because, basically, every humanoid threat is now counterable like that. Mechanoid clusters. These are a thing I'm really, really concerned about in the long run. Oh, damn. This thing is already on the road chat. It's again on the road chat setting. Okay. So Earl, you're the new guy. You get to cremate stuff. Enjoy. Game can throw some surprises at you still. I haven't had any of the high-end Rimworld of Magic ambushes yet. And I really think, yeah, those could really screw me over. Especially the Lich, because the undead dudes, you know, they won't care about my skills too much. And mechanoids. We are extremely bad and ill-prepared for mechanoids, because Fire Mage sucks against mechanoids, Blood Mage sucks against mechanoids, Druid sucks against mechanoids, and I'm still not sure if Mind Killer works on mechs or not, but I highly think it doesn't. But to some degree, you know, Psycasts work on mechanoids too, so I'm not sure about that one. But yeah. What's a real nice backup to have is the Elemental Defender spell, so if ever anything gets too hard on top of me, that's going to be a real nice thing in the reserve. Okay. So, our food stockpiles aren't that good, but they haven't even butchered the buffaloes yet, so I think we should be okay. Rash has an inspired recruitment. Empaths do have all manner of inspirations. Empaths are constantly high on inspirations, so to say. It's their natural state of mind. You need these inspirations, though, to harvest passions from other people. What we're not going to do as of yet. If I come to the point where... Whoa! If I come to the point where I get into the wonderful situation that I have more skill points than I actually can put into Mind Killer, I'll consider it. But... 2 empaths with maxed out Mind Killers sound like a solid defense and 500 threat. And a lot of lols to look at these enemies punch themselves to death. I mean, this Bison guy was really quite something. Too bad he was a Luciferium addict. Because I really am considering to expand my colony now as well. Although I really need a different mage class in my colony as soon as possible. I wasn't too sure if the double empath was really that good, but I felt like I didn't want to say no to that if it comes around the corner. So what's happening to my power grid here? That's odd. Are we consuming that much more power than we are producing? Well, we'll do ourselves one favor and fix that. So, I have decided that it's now time for wind power. Because there's so wonderful much copper here in the vicinity that I feel like it won't be any problem whatsoever to just slap some copper stuff on the floor. Something like that here. Oh boy, I guessed good. Exactly on the... right on the spot there. Cool. Let's deconstruct one more chunk so we can get some more components in there. And power cords. We're going to need power cords. I haven't connected my ritual room as of yet. But I figured some extra wind power won't hurt my colony. Because obviously it seems to be pretty hard to supply the entirety of power via solar. It's just too unreliable, as it seems. I have no clue. We'll just back it up with wind now. No biggie. So, there's one nasty looking wolf there. So, guys, take care. Kenneth is going to hurt himself again. So I'll keep the other two folks here as well, because the wolf's going crazy, I tells ya. Everybody is shooting wrong there. Good job. I'm disappointed, folks. This was supposed to be a merry shooting training, and now it's a real situation making Kenneth bleed. You don't want Kenneth to bleed. Bad things happen when Kenneth bleeds. I really want some Devil's Strand at some point so I can teach him Blood Moon. That would be the perfect, how to say, backup plan for mechanoid attacks and the like. Because that's summoning demons, and demons are hurting mechanoids as well. Do crematorium and smelter consume power passively? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Rory, I'm too lazy for such things. I know that you can do wonderful things in this regard. I'm more like the guy to just supply power until nobody is muttering anymore. Can you cure Luciferium addiction with cure disease? I don't think so, but let's look it up nevertheless. It's a good question, but I don't think it's possible. So, the plague and blood rot, muscle parasites, scaria. No. By the way, I think addiction curing is also more of the priest's cup of tea, if I remember correctly. And Luciferium is not a disease, it's a addiction. So it falls under a different hood. Oh, what did they reveal? Look! There's a tree behind in that mountain. What a crazy old tree. Let's chop it. Alrighty. So, of course, as you can already guess, the flooring is to make sure that I'll never have to cut any trees ever again here. It's cool stuff. Oh no! Broken components. Okay. Yuck. Why do I have something like that? One creature swallowed whole. There's a big piece of yuck on my territory. Avoid the void. Hello there. So happy to see you. Putting the stream on the background for the chat. That's awesome to hear that we are getting an enjoyable company for you together here, man. I really appreciate that, because I feel like good company is one of the most irreplaceable things in life, and that's actually a goal of this whole series, of this whole channel, and all my work to get some wholesome chill-out space while gaming. Life's hard enough, you know. Here we go. Wind power. That should be a nice backup. I could have went geothermal too, but burp. I don't want to. So let's see. I want to power up my firebolt a bit. I feel like I really have enough mana now, and for the moment. What mages do we actually have right now? Nothing really new. We have double empath. That's the newest thing. Apart from that, we still have these three guys, but Hailsham has now a magical gift, because we used the Void Seeker for that. So I'm basically just waiting for an inspiration on him. So he'll decide for himself what kind of mage he'll be, or we'll get our hands on a spellbook one day. I mean, now that we are that consolidated, I might be actually considering trade with the mage faction right next door. I mean, I have rolled this spot for a reason. Yeah, a lot of people told me that there's something about my voice. It's awesome to hear that. I mean, it's not exactly something that I have done anything for it. Can only say I made it all by myself, but that's about it. That's as far as it can go for me to take claim for that. Guess I'll have to thank my parents for that. Though, we could tap into more power here if that's necessary. And once the bridge technology is in, Oh, I'm really tempted. I really am tempted to go for some hydroponics so we can grow some cloth and the like. And that would bring us closer to scribing stuff. Or the other way around, microelectronics, unlocking orbital trade, and the Autobahn. Well, it's not that important, but we could include high life into our thing here too. But jokes aside, microelectronics opens up orbital trade, and that's really powerful. That makes us pretty much capable in trading with outside sources without moving outside, and that's awesome. By the way, I just realized that this sucks how it is. And as it is, I wanted to say. I just realized I want some pathing in this place. Just to make sure that no ruddy trees are growing in front of my houses there. I don't like that. So let's go for rough paving here. Also has the nice side effect of giving your whole place a bit more of a city-like look. Also keeps your builders busy. There we go. But seriously, it's pretty good to have pathing, at least in front of doors, so there's no wild growing trees there bothering your folks. So let's do this like that for now. That should be enough. That'll waste a lot of my stone anyways. It's not like we have a shortage, but we also don't exactly have an oversupply. Pathing, the most powerful thing that no one uses. Well, I'm using my housing or always as a kiting strategy, you know. I see a lot of people rely on very, very intricate killbox designs, but I found that for me, my best defense always was a extensive base where you can't just divide and conquer your enemies, because AI enemies tend to divide the longer they spread through a base. And houses with corners, with traps inside, with gun turrets inside the base have worked out for me always a lot better than these very rigid, albeit very artsy killbox designs. Gotta say, the people that do these really put a lot of thought into these. You know, but since the storyteller throws stuff at you from all various angles, I didn't really like it. Just my personal. Alright, so yeah, max out rend. Hey, Tabata, pretty good, pretty good. We are actually really kicking it. So I have here my Tunnel of Death. We had a 3-party raid, and all I did was slap my empath here, watch until this tunnel was full, and activate one mine killer, and we had a big bad punch-out party. The battle royale ended with a lot of fleeing people and one dude called Bison, high on Luciferium, Yayo, Gochus, and everything, soloing the rest of his party, and sadly not making it because he tried to steal my mana potions. Well, technically it's been his mana potions, but I don't care. It's mine now. I need mana potions for my druid, because you can't regrow stuff without mana potions. Don't ask. It's a magical surgery or something like that, but it doesn't work without mana potions. Playing with Genetic Rim, Killbox lasts until a Brumble Boomer show. Well, I think killboxes are awesome, but you shouldn't rely on them exclusively. That's my personal verdict about that. And I'm personally also way too lazy to ponder about how to curve my defensive structures to make sure that everybody can get a clear shot on the enemies, and then abuse the enemy pathing to lure them as long as possible to my killbox. I don't know. I don't like to break my noggin about things like these. I fight differently. That's a cool thing about sandbox games. I feel like that's one thing, though, about the internet culture and sandbox games in general. People tend to think that what they see from a couple of successful people is the best way, and then they stop designing their own ways anymore. And that's something I really try to talk people out of. You know, there's so many different ways of getting the job done. Okay, so there's lots of the site back there, and there's also a hungry flesh beast. So how many creatures did it already eat? Only one. Boring. I thought it'll now depopulate the entire area here. Raid points thing. Is it directly related to your colony weight? So, the raid points. The raid points are basically the amount of equipment the raid can have. In this regard, though, equipment can also be the number of attackers, and the stuff they carry, and the stuff they wear, and so on and so forth. The total, every raid has a maximum number of raid points it can have, and these are dependent on the age of your colony. Very, very important. There is a difficulty level that ramps slowly up until it peaks at some point. I don't know how much time has passed, though. It has to pass. After a certain amount of time, you are at max difficulty level defined by time, and then it's all about your colony's wealth and the amount of people in your colony and how long has it been since somebody died. That's actually one metric that I learned newly about. The storytellers tend to punch you a little bit less hard if you had losses recently, and that's basically the stuff I know about. I guess there could be even more. I never went into the code or something like that because I'm not that much of a tryhard in terms of understanding things out of game, you know. I like to discover my things in game as much as possible. So winter is coming. Or, yeah, it's more like winter is coming in 6 days. We have winter in 6 days. But we already have an outdoor temperature of minus 16 degrees here, so... The apartments are cozy. So... well, I am probably putting up another heater, though. Oh, reminds me of... So, well, I don't have much steel here right now. Okay, whatever. These places here will not get heaters as of yet. So, did the Flesh Beast migrate off the map? No. I really have no clue if these are actually dangerous or not. So let's max out storm control first. Yeah, well, I keep these fireplaces at all points online because it's so easy. If you have a biome that features a lot of wood, it's a pretty good emergency flick, you know. If ever we run into a solar flare, or if there's a real bad thing happening, like some black hive eating all my solar panels, we've had that. I'm not making that up. So all in all, it's really good to be able to rely on old-fashioned fire. Oh yeah, let's do a conversion ritual. Let's come all in. Convert the heathen. Jeez. Esdo. You slowpoke. Everybody's been waiting for you. So come on. How will that work? Effective. So... I don't really consider that effective, but whatever. Damn. So... we'll just do that ritual as often as possible now. I mean, converting her is not that insanely important. Ah, the inner fire thing. Ah, sorry, Rory, I mistook that. I think Rimworld does work on Steam Deck already, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I have a vague memory on the back of my head that the game has been made compatible for Steam Deck a while ago. not such a long while ago. So I hear my wife snapping into motion in the background. I guess she knows something. I don't know.
I'm just wondering if you're streaming.
Yes, I am. Though Hailsome wants to be a enchanter. What the hell is an enchanter? I want to try it out. It doesn't sound powerful, though. Battle-wise, I mean. Buffalo Revenge! So, West. Oh, come on, dude. You better run, hey? Let the traps do the dirty work. Whoop! So, you know. Hey, Muffalo. I'm still here. Good lord. Muffalo's stupid, man. Whatever. So... the wonderful thing here is, it doesn't matter if the spellcast is actually successfully hitting or not. What's mattering is that the spell has been cast. Oh yeah, man, I can relate. Avoid the void. I'm also not rich enough. It's like a long path to success here as a content creator. But I'm not complaining, not at all. I love what I do. It's the best job one person could possibly wish for, at least if you're a gamer like me. But the Steam Deck is damn costly. I'd really love to have one, though, in the future for my son, because I really feel like that's one thing that I'd really, really like to give him in a couple of years. Now he's 4 years old, so it's way too early for him, but you get the idea. Oh yeah, Enlightenment of Magic guide, Hailsome. Let's go. We gotta do what we gotta do. Bland Enlightenment of Magic. It was a success, but it was quite boring. A little bit dull. Alright, so what's that? Enchanted body, enchanted stone, enchant weapon, polymorph. Polymorph? What the hell? So allies may be polymorphed, but most will be upset by the altercation. Alright. Reduce resistance. Oh, we can also polymorph mechanoids. Sick. Increased duration of polymorph implies more control over creature combat powers for enemies and allies. Does that mean I get to control the polymorphed critter? It does sound like that. Enchant weapon. Enchant a melee weapon equipped by a target pawn. Elemental properties. Fire enchantment. Deals additional burn. Lightning enchantment. Dark enchantment. Blah. Not exactly our cup of tea. Enchanter's Stone. Creates an artifact out of raw material and imbues it with magical properties. An enchanter can have as many artifacts as they wish, but each artifact reduces max MP by 20. So, used on raw resources. The hell? Alright, so we can create artifacts. Material matters. So, okay. There's an affair. Earl and Brash. Earl is married to Nolan, who's nowhere near around, so who the hell cares? Don't make that kind of drama. Transmutate one material into another material of equal or greater value. Sick. Alright. So... conversion rate. We actually can skill it out to get more. And we can also... raw resources, food, corpses will always convert to NutriPaste. Sick. Equipment applies to equipment made from stuff in the same category. Equipment made only from such material will be repaired. Okay. And we got enchanted bodies. So far you don't seem me too impressed about that. So, grows extra limbs to improve manipulation. Yuck. This enchantment tends to make the enchanter look quite horrifying. You bet. And can alarm other pawns. The spell is sustained and reduces max MP by 20 and mana regeneration by 30. Using this ability while the enchantment is active will dispel the enchantment. Okay. Adaption reduces the mana regeneration penalty. Mind over body. Okay, well, oof, difficult. I think Transmutate is where I want to start, and Polymorph surely sounds really, really kick-ass too. So, let's see. I think I'm going to start with Polymorph, nevertheless, because I think this is, for now, a good starter. I want to try it, though. So, trying it out is also a good thing to train the skill. And the Transmutate thing is also something that I felt like could be a great idea. So, Polymorph, Resist. Alright, now that was a blurb. Material application. We should first maximize the conversion rate, or should we? Yeah, raw resources is enough for me. Let's go for the conversion rate increase first. So, I mean, let's try it out. I mean, I'm very, very curious. You said bone? Let's transmutate bone. Zap. Oh, bone to Gabbro block. So, it's going to be very random. I love it. Probably I'll transmutate something I actually want. I think that's the actual idea behind it. Okay, nice.
I gave up with this skill.
So, this one was the one where we needed a room for, and our leader speeches due in one day. So I really want to keep reforming this place, you know. I legit only picked Supremacist for the ignorance of corpses, or towards ugliness of corpses. Power gaming. So we're definitely going to level up the conversion rate thing first. I feel like that's, for me, the most important thing. Equipment transmutations will always remove tainted. So enchanters really sound like fun. Can I go for... Ah, no, food is something we need to level up first, so... So, I made mammoth wool. Behold! So, okay. This is totally random. Let's go for material application level up nevertheless, because I want to see what I can do with that. So we can transform this now into pemmican. Awesome. This is outright awesome. So I want to make sure that we are not... Alright, we're not cooking with pemmican. Good. Sometimes that just does happen, and it sucks if it does happen. Okay, wonderful. We have idle colonists, but beyond that, we are golden. So, let's see. Let's grab these slack-offs and get some... do some pest control. Alright, so, well... I don't think the enchanter is going to be used much in my offensive projects. I really just want to slap on some poison spells on random stuff here. Oh, Esdo. Oh, Esdo. Going to save up some skill points now. Simple reason, if I ever happen to be lucky enough to get my hands on the regrow limb spell, I'll be super happy to have some skill points left over to pump into that. So yeah, mature flesh beasts are totally harmless though. So it did contain a couple of animals. Yuck. And that's why I keep removing these critters from the map. Preemptively, you know. Before they actually get to hurt somebody. So this thing, though, this is a little bit more dramatic. The Daeodon, and he's going to be very, very angry. But luckily, poison is making the enemy much slower, so we'll have an easy time running away from that thing. But you don't want to be up close there. Evgeny, hi there. Happy to see you. There we go. Pest control completed. No more predators on the map. Really important, you know. Take care of your local mosh pit. Also a nice source of food. Hunted Royal Ave. So we get to babysit a Royal Ave. And we'll get attacked by these guys. Oh man. If you accept Shmoo. Damn, I want to do this. Shmoo is sick with blood rot. So, yeah, whatever, dude. You know, it's just... It's that simple. It is very, 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 very easy defendable. Because it's only medieval pawns, you know. And if I remember correctly, I am able to cue a blood rod. So, poor little Shmoo. Stop wasting meds. There we go. Poor little Shmoo. So, shouldn't that... It's interesting. Is there, So my druid ain't able to cure the blood rot of this quest animal, although, technically, I have a 100% success chance. Seems like the blood rot has some blood armor. Too bad. Isn't Shmoo a Pokemon? I have no clue about Pokemon, I'm sorry. I only know that we're getting swarmed now by medieval pawns, and it's going to be hilarious. So, let's level up here. The basic empathy skills, so our dudes will have also good mood. I really don't know what I will skill Earl into. Maybe I'll do this whole symbiosis thing for him. Really wanted to try that out. Because if I understood that correctly, that whole symbiosis thing is super soldiering up one of your colonists. Basically. Alright, my dude. Hailsham, you can make disgusting things tasty. I like transmutate. Insect meat to pemmican. Or Nutri-Paste meal. Okay. Some people would consider it downgrade, but whatever. Nutri-Paste! There we go. So, let's upgrade the conversion rate, and I can do one more transmutate spell before he'll fall unconscious from spell casting. Nice. And I totally expend his mana here, because I feel like spamming transmutate like crazy is a nice way of leveling up him. And, you know, his mana is not exactly that important for fights so far. Sure, as soon as I have Polymorph leveled out, though, this is an option against Mechanoids, but until then, I really want that Transmutate hidden hard. I'm not sure if I go for more material thingies now, though, because I don't really think that's that important. Okay, so Fireball versatility causes Terra at level 1. Levels 2 and 3 increase Terra potency. It lowers the enemy's ability to fight effectively and may cause them to flee in panic. Yeah, if I spec out into Fireball, I should possibly do that for real. Alrighty. Sadly, mana regeneration isn't happening as fast as I wanted to, but we're in a good spot right now. I don't care about colonists being bored here. Oh, I didn't configure Earl in the last session. Whoopsie. So, we're going to turn off doctoring duty from everybody except for tier 4. Okay, yeah, we really don't have as much work as we have people. Crazy, isn't it? Usually it's always the other way around here. But since my focus is entirely on survival, my habits are a little bit different. Oh yeah, leader speech. Maybe not in the dead of the night, though, when everybody wants to go to bed. So, let's see. Yeah. Blood Rot. It didn't work. Let's just note here, it didn't work. That's weird, though, because Blood Rot is entirely bound to these story things there. Alright, now we have a really bad treatment. Oh, finally the deep water bridges are done. I want the microelectronics next. So, cargo pods. We got Peridot. Wonderful. That's just what I needed. Some gemstones to make me richer. Thanks, storyteller. Exactly what we didn't need. Although the metal scraps are pretty useful. Okay then. So far so good. A flash storm. I'm getting really lucky off here with the rolls for bad events. Those could have been raids already. But instead I get harmless flash storm events for now. Up there is a log. Logs are really cool to have. So, oh yeah, I got mana back. So let's keep transmutating that insect meat. You could automatically allow your enchanter to transmutate stuff. Why the hell should anybody want that? Imagine a colonist running around, transmutating your stuff left and right, uncontrollable. I find that highly concerning. Hey, did you remember those components you had? I made them into something useful. I don't know. Automating these things makes me feel uncomfortable, for sure. Good. What could we do here? We are extremely good at mining. Although I must say, I'm not at all interested in making any valuable statues or anything like that, where people are happy enough as they are. So therefore, I'm rather careful there. Just joined the Discord. Hey, wonderful. Happy to see you there. On the Discord, I basically always post whenever I go online, so you can. I'll keep everybody posted there. My weaponry sucks. So tomorrow I'll do finally the leader speech. So, is the animal dying already? Not really. So 42%, is that enough to make it go down? At least keeps the blood rot stable, okay. I wonder if the Cure Disease spell is just providing a 100% tending. And that's that. And you're supposed to be happy with the fact that you don't have to spend any medicine or something like that. Maybe it's meant like that. There we go. This is actually really awesome. Okay, so let's see. Lose ends. Increases the duration and applies more control. Okay. Reduce resistance. Definitely want to do the resistance reduction thing next. Because I really feel like that's going to make a lot of difference. Alright. Travelers are passing by, watching the flash storm fires, melting some snow. An idyllic sight. Okay. Probably... Oh, we're being raided. That's been the medieval people they promised me. And they come with sappers. Nobody talked about sappers. Now that's going to be fun. Alrighty. I enjoy that. So, the good thing about sappers is they will definitely hit town from different angles. That means we have little to nothing to fear from from a conglomeration at some point. And that also means I'll just have to park my empaths at certain important positions, and then we'll be good to go. I wonder if all the attacks now will be consisting out of sappers. So, speaking about sappers, here, that's where we need people now. It's a very small troop, though. Okay. Quest active. Complex robbing. Okay. So I'll put Earl down here. Looks like they are actually not... I'm really wondering where the hell they are crashing into the wall here. So they're going for the weak spot here. Okay. Hello there. May I interest you in our local poison? So, alright. That means they are aiming towards there. Alright. Let's see. The first person here is down. Brash is moving towards there. Will take a while, though. Alright. So... I just hope that my pet will actually be able to get out of there. Ah, the travelers are getting mugged here. And Earl, perfect moment. So, didn't seem to work out as intended, so I'll move them over here. Mechanoids have woken up. Now we're going to have fun. Oh boy. Oh boy. Party time. Okay. So... Oh! You are one nasty dude, whatever. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much. These apartments are stocked out with bone and wood. I know what I'm doing here with when I staff out these rooms, so... Alright, there's one person really fast here, the Sego person. So, it's a house party, isn't it? Okay, Earl. Hop on in. Give them a house party to remember. Alright, the first party is fleeing. Ah, now they're coming on in, are they? Just gotta be careful there. We have a very, it's very uncomfortable if you have to fight on so many fronts at once, you know. Alright, but I think, fun! Alright, there we go. And, the rest will be just us gunning people randomly down. So I think Brash should also be able to just... oh, he does not have enough mood to get the job done. Okay, so we'll have one party we'll have to deal with properly, but, you know... So... That's bad, Brash. Brash just ruined my opportunity for a decent fireball. Okay, they split up. Time to leave the map now that Max have woken up? No. Any plans in creating a Twitter account? It's more convenient. I already have a Twitter account, but I don't like sharing about via Twitter because I don't have people paying attention to my Twitter account. Basically. Problem in a nutshell. So let's just lob one fireball over here. Kaboom! Salsenstein is a pretty rough dude. Just lost his right ear. Fortitude, double time. Okay. I mean, all in all, the situation is very easy. We'll just lose some stuff here and there. Alright. Alrighty, so... we're going to do one of these Kenneth is going to hurt himself stories, you know? I feel like them dudes are totally asking for a big rend. Let's go for another sweet little blood sacrifice. Slap blood for blood on this guy. And just running around the corner. Oh, ow, ow, it burns. Okay. So. These weirdos, man. So. Oh, that's been a good one. Alright, so as though apply some poison. Oh, well, not on this Agassi person, but oh, this whoa! Did you see that speed? That guy's zooming. If I could get a clear shot with poison on him, that would be absolutely devastating for a bad guy. I got him. Mostly because he's that much relying on his... he's zooming around that much, and, you know, poison does punish you for much movement. Yeah, we're totally winning this. So this Agassi person, though, is bothering me a tad bit there. Because I sadly don't have my Fire Mage available right now. Fire Mage was busy lobbing fireballs. That's why I like fighting against sappers, you know? These guys are totally messing their act up because they are so busy with messing up your stuff that they totally forget about fighting coordinated. That's why I always feel like they are probably among the easiest enemies to take care of, you know? The most annoying thing here was a couple of lost furniture pieces, and that's that. And, you know, we don't need to leave the map now that these guys have woken up. No, no, not at all. Quite the opposite. These guys are basically my personal bodyguards. That's what I use them for, at least. Alright, that was a good first raid, wasn't it? So, Hailstorm just lost his eye and nobody did care. Typical. But in this scenario, it's not really anybody's fault except mine, because there is nobody is truly assigned to doctoring there, and a simple regeneration spell didn't cut it. Wow. I am surprised. Whatevs. That's okay, though. The mechs won't attack you until you bother them first? Well, no. They are actually very aggressive and... okay, where? Usually mechanoid clusters are awakening after a time and make something bad happen. So, for example, this one here has a proximity activator. That means if we would get into that area, they'd be waking up. And obviously we need to increase our zone, and yeah, well, now it's time to leave shop. I have little to no interest in, well, the thing here is we have now a toxic fallout event, a permanent one on the map, due to this wonderful little thing. I just realized that I still have this quest going on. And, well... I think I want to wait until Shmoo is being taken back home. Because I really feel like if there's going to be any attack from another raid, I totally want to try if I can use them to tackle the mechanoid cluster for me. But on the other hand, it's really nasty now that we have a toxic fallout event, because that means staying outside is now extremely bad for us. Here, toxic buildup. Already at 12%. That's a lot. That's really, really a lot. But, well, major break risk on Brash. So, well, let's see. Over the night, they recover almost nothing. And, well, we'll have to resettle for sure. But maybe I get super lucky and they next raid will be actually able to punch a hole into that thing up there. I highly doubt it, but you never know what kind of funky mages they come with. Just gotta be very, very careful here with the... So, the Hahatium Empire. Okay. So, here we are going to use a little bit of a cheat now. Don't hate me. So you can just set up sleeping spots wherever you want on the map. And if you do that like that, Shazam, they wake up. That's a weird way of focusing the attention of, or waking up mechanoids. But I really want to try it out here. If this does anything for us, but obviously it doesn't. It's entirely the wrong angle. Well, whatever. Let's see. How ill are my people already? So we have lots of initial toxic buildups. I mean, I am well aware of the fact that you can set up roofs and zones to get rid of these problems, but for today we are going to head on over and cuddle up here and see what'll happen. It doesn't seem like the mechanoids are going to attack each other, or the raiders and the mechanoids are attacking each other, so we'll just be going. With the most basic things. I don't see this going well, you know. Alright. So, let's see, where do they form a caravan? Wonderful. They are leaving at the exactly right angle. So, here we go. It's an interesting situation that we can witness here, because it looks certainly like the mechanoids and the raiders here are collapsing on each other, and we could have won that easily. I know that, but, you know, I really don't care about that, because... Rip Shmoo. Yeah, I know. I don't care about Shmoo. So, here we go. If it wouldn't been a toxic spewer, you know, and a centipede on top of that. So, we are going to settle down on an alpine meadow. I kind of expected that to happen, and I was very surprised that we were allowed to stay that long where we stayed. That was actually my big surprise. I really expected me to have to resettle a lot earlier, but here we are. We actually made it to another tile. So I'll be dropping the series at this point because I feel like that's a great moment to stop at. We have set up a new tile, and I don't feel like setting up a new shop right now. I'm so happy that I made it out alive out of this tough situation, because, you know, there's been really a lot of stuff going on there. So, yeah. I'll be streaming something later on the channel as well. So, guys, stay online, and thanks a lot for your time and attention. And for those who've been watching the video on demand, comments go down below, thumbs up if you enjoyed, and consider subscribing. I'd be delighted to have you. So have a wonderful day, and see you soon. Bye bye.